Alright, today we're going to look at drawing the train engine and look at drawing the boiler more specifically here. So we're going to go to File and New, or just click on the New button there and click on the part, and we're going to type in boiler and we'll hit OK. Now there's a couple ways to draw this. If you look at that boiler, the green part on the train engine, it is very rounded at the top. You could draw a rectangle and then round it. What we're going to draw a circle and then add a rectangle to it. So I'm going to go to Sketch, and I'm going to click on the front plane here, and I'm going to hit Sketch. And I'm going to click on the circle, and I'm going to move my mouse to the center of these datum planes and move it out, and then I'm going to click on the blue arrow, and let's see what we can come up with here as far as a measurement. And the diameter of this thing is 1.75 inches, and then press enter. It's probably going to get really small on us, so we'll hit the refit button. Now I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here. I'm going to go click on the line, and I'm going to move my mouse. I'm going to click right here on the side and click and bring a line straight down. A middle mouse click to end that. I'm going to click and bring the line down again, and sorry, just moving around on me here. There we go. I want to move my mouse until I see these little red lines pop up, and that should tell me that these two lines are the same length. I'm going to click. Now I'm going to bring a line straight over and connect the two, and click again, and then I'm going to middle mouse click twice to end that. Now if you look at the boiler, it doesn't have this bottom part of the circle, so I'm going to click on the delete segment button here, and I'm going to click on the bottom of this circle and get rid of this half too. So now you can see we're starting to get the shape that we need. The last thing we need to know is how tall this is. So I'm going to click and create a new dimension, which we use this button right here. And I'm going to click on the bottom part of the boiler and here on this line, and we'll click on the top of the circle up here, and then middle mouse click off to the side, and we'll measure this and we'll see what we get for a measurement. And it looks like 2. So type in 2, it's just 2 inches. We'll press enter, and that should resize it for us. So we have the diameter, the width of it, and then we have the height of it. And so we should be good here. We can hit the blue check mark. And now I'm going to extrude this. So we'll click on the extrude button, and we'll extrude this to so I'm going to change this to it's 3 3/8, so that converts to 3.375 inches, and we'll press enter. And zoom out a little bit here and refit, and there's the boiler. So we'll hit the green check mark. Now there's a few features to this that we haven't added yet. One of them is there's 2 holes on top of here, one for the smokestack and one for the little red button that goes on it. There's also a little circle on the front that bumps out for the little light that shows up there as well. So let's deal with the circles. I'm going to click on the hole tool right here, and I'm going to just click somewhere on top of this boiler, and the hole tool gives us a couple options here. We have these 2 green boxes, and we have the diameter. The diameter of this thing is what we're going to measure next. And so the diameter of this is 0.75, or it's 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to double click here and type in 0.75 or 3/4 of an inch. Press enter. See, it gets bigger. Now we have these two green boxes here. They're going to help us get this aligned. So I'm going to grab this guy and just drag it to the front edge of the the boiler and let go, and a number pops up. And this one I'm going to drag to this center datum plane right here and let go. Now a couple things will happen here. You'll see it might be on this end, but there should be a number with degrees, and that tells us the angle that this is at. And this is, if you look at it, it's not exactly straight on the very top. So I'm going to click on this angle here and change it to 0 and press enter, and you see it kind of tilts just a little bit to where it's now right on the center of the top of that boiler. Placing a hole or something on a curved surface is kind of difficult, so we gotta let it know exactly where we want it to be. And again, your dimension might be back here somewhere, but anyway. So the next thing we need to do is figure out where the center of this hole is, and it looks like it's going to be 1. So we find the dimension here that goes from the center of the circle to the edge, which is this number right here. We're going to type in 1 and press enter. See, it moves a little bit for us, and then we don't really know how deep the hole goes. I really have no idea how far down that goes. So let's just change that number to 0.75, 3/4 of an inch, and press enter. Sounds pretty good to me. And so now we'll hit the green check mark, and now we got one hole there. So there's another hole for the smokestack, and we'll add that one now. So we'll click on the hole tool. Again, we'll click on the top of this, and again you can see it's kind of off to the side, so we'll adjust that here. It should already be 0.75, which is what the previous hole was. If it's not, you can change the diameter to 0.75. I'm going to grab this green box and drag it to this front side, and then grab this green box and drag it to this center datum plane. And again, you can see a angle pops up here. So again, let's change that to 0. There it goes to the center. And then we'll kind of look around here what we got. We got this from the center of the hole to the edge here, which will be this measurement. And that one is 7/8 of an inch, which is 0.875. We'll press enter. That moves it back, and again we can punch in 0.75 and press enter, and then hit the green check mark, and there we go. If you have any questions on that, just let me know. Let's see, the last thing on the boiler is the little light on front. So I'm going to click just somewhere on this front surface and hit sketch. Oops. I'll click there. There we go. We'll hit sketch. And so we want to be looking at this part of the boiler. And we'll just make this kind of freestyle this just a little bit here. We'll click on the center of these two datum planes, move it out just a little bit, and click on the blue arrow. Let's get the dimension of this, or the diameter of this little circle, which is 3/4 of an inch, or 0.75. Press enter. And then we'll hit the blue check mark. Now let's extrude it. And there's not much distance to it. It's only 1/8 of an inch, and so all we need to go is 0.125. Oops, about 125. So 0.125 there, and now I'll press enter. That makes it smaller, and so it just bumps out just a little bit. If you just grab this and just kind of brought it back just a little bit too, that would work as well. Then we'll hit the green check mark. Now, if you look at the little light there, it is rounded, and so we'll click on the round tool, and got to kind of find a. So I look at the gray makes it kind of hard to look at here, but let's click on this front edge, that, and maybe just drag this around a little bit, kind of see what we think. Actually, how about we just go with 0.063, just 1/16 of an inch, and we'll press the green check mark. And that might be a little small, but I think it'll work for us. There was just a little bit of a round, so you can make that look however you want to. If you want a small round, if you want a bigger round, that's fine as well. So that's our boiler, and we're going to save this, and we will bring that in here in a little bit to put on top of the rest of the train.